Hey howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here, and welcome to today's December Shop My Stash video. I am so excited to be doing Shop My Stash videos again. I haven't done one in a very long time. And in the spirit of going through all of my makeup collection and decluttering, I want to make sure that I actually pull out these products that I have and use them like I tell you. Pull your makeup out and play with it. So I'm going to do this video in a little bit different style. Without further ado, let's get on into it. Okay, so I know that this is a little bit of a different view than you're typically used to in a Shop My Stash, but I want to focus on the products and not focus on me. And also, I know that this looks like a lot of products for 1 month, but I get bored if I don't have variety, so I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes so that I have something to choose from. And then as far as the other products go, I want to go through some of these products and use them because they have been sitting in my inventory for a while. It's been a while since I've used some of them. Some of them I have not used at all. Typically, you know, after a day or two of using something like foundations or eye primers or face primers, normally after a couple of days, you know whether or not that product is going to work for you. So I want to have other options of things that I can use. And if you think about a full month, we're talking about 4 weeks. We're talking about, for me, at least putting on makeup 5 days a week when I go to work. That is plenty of time for me to work my way through these products to see whether or not I like them. And then at the end of the month, we will do some mini reviews of what I used, what worked, what didn't work, that kind of thing. So let me move this to the side and I will show you the products by product type. So starting with my eyeshadow palettes, I have all of my palettes in a spreadsheet, and I did a random picker and picked 4 palettes that way from out of my inventory, and then I chose 2 palettes that I had that are new that I have not used yet. So the random generator picked the Beauty Bakery Sour You Doing palette, which I have not used this palette yet, but I did just go ahead and stick it in my inventory when it came in. I believe that I ordered this off of the BoxyCharm mega sale or drop sale, I can't remember. So I'm looking forward to using that for the first time. It also chose this Joa Beauty Drinks on Me palette. I have not used this palette as well. Look at how pretty that palette is. Very dark and vampy. I'm excited to try that one. It chose the Juvia's Place Nubian Earth, which I have used this palette. I've used it several times, and I used it in a collab with Andy from Andy Does Stuff. I love this palette, so I'm excited to use that. And it chose the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. I have used this palette a lot, as you can see the little dents and divots in it, and I've used this in a couple of collabs, and this is a beautiful palette, so I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm looking forward to all of them. I keep saying that. I'm looking forward to that one. These are the 2 new palettes that I have that I haven't used yet. This is the Ace Beauté Violet Sage palette. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm sure that to most people this looks like a nice spring palette, but I wear makeup however I want to wear it. I don't care whether it's spring. If I want to wear in the dead of winter Easter Bunny pastels on my eyes, I'm going to do that. So I'm really excited about trying this palette out. And then also I chose the My Dream palette from Natasha Denona. Oh, such a beautiful palette. I'm very excited about that. So those are all of the eyeshadow palettes. And now moving on to this Tarteist Pro Glow. This is a contour and highlight palette. I've had this palette for a very long time. That contour shade is a beautiful, cool contour. I did a declutter. You will see me swatch it in that video, so I'm looking forward to using that. These are the two highlighter palettes that I'm using. I just received this Michaela highlighter. It is so pretty. I'm so excited to have this finally. I wanted it for a very long time. And then this Revolution, Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. I am blinding you, but this packaging is just bling bling. This is so pretty, and I have never used this palette, which is a shame, so I'm looking forward to using that as well. Moving on to blush. Again, I know that I have a lot of choices, but I prefer to have several choices because I don't want to get bored, and I want to try out some of these products. So I want to play around more with this orange, red-orange blush to see how that works. It is a very pigmented blush. I want to play around with the Tower 28 cream blushes. This is a beautiful formula. It's very hydrating, and I'm really starting to develop my skills and experience with cream products. So during the winter time, I thought it would be a good time to try those out. I have this little sample of this Milani Rose Powder Blush. It's very light, but I want to try it to see whether or not I like it, and if I don't, then it will get decluttered. I love these Pat McGrath Labs blushes, and I have not used them in quite some time, so I wanted to pull these out and use them. They're a beautiful formula. And then I have this Patrick Ta blush, which I have only used once, but it's a very light, pretty pinky peach shade, and I wanted to use that. And then this Nudes Matte, it says it's an all-over face bronzer, but when I put it on, it looks like a blush color to me, so I want to play around with that and see how I like using that as a blush. Moving on to bronzers. Again, I'm sure it looks like a lot, but I have several bronzers here that are new to me that I have not yet used. They are more of a lighter shade, which I think will do better in the winter time. That's the Essence, the Revolution, which is a powdered bronzer, and then this Revolution, which is a cream bronzer. So I want to try all of these out. But then along with that, I have this Aesthetica bronzer that I've had for a little while. I believe that I have used it once or twice, but I want to try it again. And then I have this M Cosmetics bronzer, which is a beautiful shade, and it's light, which I think will do well too for the winter time. This e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, it says Putty Bronzer, but it looks like a contour. It is the perfect contour, and I'm going to use this along with the Tarte to try out some contouring and gain more experience in that, because contouring is not something that I normally do a lot of. Moving on to eye primers. I have the Milani eyeshadow primer, lightweight, invisible finish. I normally like an eyeshadow primer that has some pigment to it to cancel out any of the discoloration that I have in my eyes, but I'm going to give that a try. I've had this Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer for quite a while and have not tried it, so I'm going to try that. The same with this Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have this Mirabella eyeshadow primer that I have not tried. And again, like I said, I'll use this once and I will know whether or not it's going to work for me, but I am going to try each of them for a couple of days to see how they work. These are all of the face primers that I'm going to try. Sometimes I use a face primer, sometimes I don't. But we're into the winter time, so I thought that I would try out some of these primers too. It's been a while since I tried this NYX Marshmallow Primer. And if I remember correctly, I was not all that impressed with it. Everybody else seems to love this. So again, I'm going to try this out for a couple of days and see how that works. All three of these primers I have had, all of these, have had for quite some time. I have used this Wet n Wild matte face primer in the past, but it's been a while since I've used it, so I want to give that a try, along with this Milani Prime Shield and the Ordinary. I was very excited when I got this product to try it, and if I remember correctly, it did not play well with my skincare products. It kind of made everything pill, so I want to give this a try now that I have a little bit more experience to see how they work. I want to make sure that I'm utilizing all of my products, so I have a liquid eyeshadow. This is the e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. I'll have to get the magnifying glass to see what the shade is because it's Little Dipper. It is a very pretty pink shade. And then I have a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is Run Wild that I've never used. And one of their cream shadows, this is Moonbeam. Also, when Makeup Geek went out of business, they had these loose eyeshadows on sale for $1 a piece, and I bought every single one they had, and I have never used them, and they are beautiful shades. So I want to incorporate some of these into my daily makeup as well. Moving on to powders. I have this Pure Cosmetics Refine and Perfect Loose Finishing Powder. It has the different colors in it. I've never used that. I want to give that a try. I have this Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I loved this when I was using it. I have not used it for a while because I was using other products. So I wanted to put this back into the rotation to give that a try, as well as this Wet n Wild Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This as well is a beautiful powder that I have not used in a while, so I will be trying out all three of these. These are the concealers that I will be trying. I do not have a lot of concealers because I don't normally use them. So I'll be trying the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I bought this pen because I thought that this was very interesting. So I want to give that a try. You have to click it to get it to come down, but it is a nice thin serum-like concealer. And then this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Moving on to foundations. Oh, I forgot I have this little Tarte sample of the Shape Tape Glow Wand that I want to try out as well. Foundations. Y'all know that I am not big into a liquid foundation, so I want to give the liquid foundations that I have some attention. These I have had for quite a while. I'm assuming that they're all still good. I'll find out as I get to using them, but I had no idea what I was buying or the shade or what my undertone was, so I have lots of the same foundation in 2 different colors. Having spent money on foundations that do not work for me, I do not want to try to mix these together to see if I can create the right shade. So what I have done instead is I have bought the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. You are supposed to be able to mix these in with your foundation without it compromising the integrity of the formula and create the shade that you need. So I'm really looking forward to trying these with my foundations to get the right color. I will be the foundation mad scientist trying to formulate my own Leanna shade. Here are all the mascaras that I will be trying out for the month. Yes, it's a lot. It is a lot. But again, like I said, once I start using them, I will know whether or not I like them, and I will either continue to use them or I will declutter them. Quickly, I'll show you that I have picked out some sheet masks to use because I have all of these beautiful sheet masks and eye mask and warming mask, and I don't ever think to use them unless I'm planning to do a Mask Monday video, so I pulled some of these out to put on my vanity to remind me that I need to use them. And now, moving on to lip products. Yes, friends, I know, there's a lot of lip products here. But again, these are all of the lip products that I have added to my basket, along with several strands of cat hair. So I have some bullets. I have this Avani Greg, which is a collab that was done with Morphe. It's a really pretty red that I've never used. Artist Couture. I love this lipstick. It is a very pretty matte lipstick. I have a Pat McGrath Labs lipstick that I have ruined the tip on because it was up and I tried to put the top on it. That is Venus in Furs. This is a Makeup Revolution. I've never tried one of their lipsticks. That is a very pretty color. And an Urban Decay. Now, I didn't pull any lip liners. Well, I pulled one. I pulled this because it is the Morphe collab with Avani Greg to go along with that red lipstick. And the reason that I didn't pull any lip liners is because I did not want to take the time to sit down and try to match up all of these different colors with a lip liner. I am just going to sit my lip liners on my vanity and pull them as I need them. I figured that that would be quicker. So those are all of the bullets. I have this Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink, which is new. I'm sure that y'all have probably seen videos about this, but I have never used it. So I want to see how that works. Wow, it smells freaking amazing. Let's see how that dries down. And then I have these liquid lips. I have a Basic Beauty, this is a base blue. I have a Tarte that I've had for a while, BH Cosmetics. This Koki Professional that I just received. And I've had this Ola Neon Velvet liquid lipstick that I've had for a while that I want to give a try. Then I have some lippy pencils. These Elfie X Jen Atkins. They have the lipstick on one end and the lip liner on the other. They're really pretty, so I want to give those a try. This is a KVD lip pencil in Lolita, I think is the shade name. It is a very pretty shade. Lip glosses. Y'all know I don't like lip glosses, but for some reason I have a lot of them. So I want to give them a good old try. I have these two Too Faced lip glosses. They're so pretty, and I've had them for a while, so I'm going to give them a try. I have this NYX Butter Gloss, which everybody loves, so I want to try that. And then I have these ColourPop lip glosses. One of them is a Raw Beauty Christie collab with ColourPop, so actually I think they both are. Yes, they both are. So I want to try those. And then I have all of these little samples, so I thought that I would try some of the samples. These little melt samples are super cute. They're all nudes. And then I have two Charlotte Tilbury. This is Giorgio Armani, I believe. I have a Sigma, a Sephora. This is Give. It's a beautiful red. I'm excited about that one. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Antimatter. I do not know. Made in the UK. I don't know who the brand is. I'll see if I can't figure that out, though. Did I say Anastasia? I did. And then I have a sample of a Juvia's Place. Very, very pretty. So those are the crazy amount of lip products that I'm going to be trying out for the month of December. So I don't have a setting spray. I am currently using an e.l.f. and it has just a little bit left in it, so I want to continue to use that. And if I get that used up, I may incorporate something else, but next month I will have one picked. I have several eyeliners that I'm going to try. I want to try both of these Laura Geller Kaja Longwear eyeliner. This is dark brown, and this one is Smoky Taupe. They are very creamy. They're kind of a larger pencil. But I want to play around with those because I really have not played with those much. And then I have this Cleo Nior, which I believe is purple. It is purple. Hello, Biscuit. and this Wayne Goss. And then I have this Trace Loose, which is a liquid liner. This is a Dose of Colors Unbox Eyeliner, it says, and I have used this one a little bit, but it is like a mauve, a brown mauve type color. And I'm going to use this ColourPop liquid liner, which I have used before and I really like it. It is like a mauve maroon type color. I really like that one. And also I'm going to use this Tarte cream liner. It is like a purple, blackened plum is what it's called. And it's so pretty. I've only used it a few times. I was very excited to get it, but then I have not been using it. So I want to give that a try. These are my brow products. I tried to pick some that I have never used before, like this Winky Luxe Unibrow. I don't remember where I got this from. It has a spoolie on one end, and then the pencil itself is that triangle shape. It feels very hard. I don't know how that's going to work for me, but maybe once I've used it a little bit and wore that end off and warmed it up a little bit. This is the Luna by Luna brow gel. I like to put a gel in my brows to hold them in place because I have one eyebrow hair that's like rogue. It just wants to go all over the place. The Merit eyebrow gel, the colored gel. I prefer actually to use a gel, so I'm looking forward to that. And then these two pencils. This is the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. I have used this. It is a very fine tip. And this is Bella Pierre, and it is in the shade Cocoa. I don't know if that's going to be too dark for me, and that is very scratchy. It has a very, very fine micro tip to it, but that helps you kind of draw in the hairs better. So those are all of the brow products that I will be using. And then I had no idea that this was a thing, but I am going to build a fragrance tray. I was watching Julia, her channel name is Accessorize Your Life, and she was building a fragrance tray. Apparently this is a thing, and it excited me because I have been building my perfume collection, which is not real. Most of it is not real because I'm cheap. But I have been building one nonetheless because to me it is a fragrance collection. And I have not been using them. I have been grabbing the same fragrance every day, which is my Pink Sugar. It's one of my favorites. So I thought this was a great way to use some of the fragrances that I have. The first one is a knockoff of Giorgio. This is called Primo, and I have not used that in a while, but it was on sale at Walmart, so I picked it up. That same day, this Coty Wild Musk was on sale, which brings back a ton of memories from when I was a teenager, so I picked that up just for nostalgia. Then I have this Dossier. I think that's how you say it. This is Woody Freesia. I don't remember what it is a spin-off of, but it has top notes of freesia, blackcurrant, strawberry. Middle notes are rose, jasmine, and peach, and the base notes are patchouli, vanilla, blonde woods, and musk, and it is a beautiful fragrance. I love that. Then I have this Penrose Secret Genius that came in one of my subscription boxes, so I want to try that. And then I bought myself this the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods because I had a sample of this and I absolutely loved it. It says sustainably sourced from organic vanilla from Madagascar. It's best used for alleviating stress, calming, soothing the overworked. And I think that that's pretty cool. This is clean and it is cruelty-free, and it has a beautiful, beautiful scent to it. And then for my birthday, Sephora was kind enough to send me a sample of Nest. And Nest just has beautiful, beautiful fragrances. They are very pricey though, but this is indigo. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And the other one is Seville Orange, which is just a little teeny tiny bottle. So that is my fragrance tray for the month of December. My very first one. I'm very excited about it. So like I said, I pulled a lot of products, but I have a lot of products, and I have a lot of products that I haven't used in a long time. I want to use them, give them the opportunity that they need so that I can find out whether or not I actually like those products. Some of the products I've had for a very long time. Of course, with the YouTube channel, I'm constantly getting products and trying products and subscription boxes and all the things. So I end up having a lot of products and not enough time to use them, which is why the Shop My Stash is so extremely important. This look that I have on today was used with all the products that I pulled. Not all of them, because there were a lot of products. With some of the products that I pulled from my December Shop My Stash. And in using these products, I have already found 3 products that I am going to declutter because the Wet n Wild foundation has a very, very chemical smell to it. It does not smell quite right. So I will be decluttering. If you remember, there were 2 of those. I will be decluttering both of those. The e.l.f. I have never smelled rancid foundation until today. This foundation has gone rancid, and so now I know. This Too Faced Watermelon, it's called Mega Melons, but it smells like watermelon. It is a very pretty lip gloss, and I am not a lip gloss girl. But I have a lot of lip glosses for whatever reason. But I am wearing this, and it still has a wonderful watermelon smell, but it has gotten very thick. So I tried it, and I am going to declutter it. So thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching me do a Shop My Stash for December. Like I said, I'm super excited. I will be doing lots of different looks and doing some little mini reviews and posting pictures of the looks on Instagram. Before you go, make sure you show that like button some love. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are, and we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Please pull your makeup out and play with this. Find something to be grateful for today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Christopher, do you see my new shirt? You see my farmer's tan? That's bad juju. So your beauty tip is to put on some sunscreen, because you know you got to protect your skin. But I bet you have a farmer's tan with the whole t-shirt and the fishing and stuff. So, you know, sometimes you might want to put on your sunscreen and take your shirt off so you can get some sun and make your skin all pretty. And or maybe you can just get like a ColourPop shimmery body glitter butter bomb stuff. And but be careful, because then you get the glitter all over your fingers, and then when you taking the fish off the hook, and one of them will end up with glitter in their eye, and it could be dangerous. Okay? So, safety first. Maybe you should get some little safety glasses for the fish so that they don't have glitter damage. Okay? Mama loves you, boo.